from everybody in our family, thank you all so much for your thoughts and prayers, for the flowers that you've sent, for the donations you've made in his name, and for the beautiful memorial outside City Hall and in front of our home. We are so deeply touched and moved by this outpouring of love and support.
By now, you've heard a lot about who our dad was as a mayor, as a colleague, as a friend, and as a person who cared deeply about San Francisco. What you probably have not heard is who he was as a father.
For our family, our dad was not only our inspiration, but our constant source of humor, laughter, and lightness. Most of the time, he told jokes that he could barely get through because he was laughing so hard at them himself.
Sometimes it was through his texts that he would send us as he went about his day, like a bitmoji of him in a Warriors jersey doing a slam dunk.
Other times it was through these ridiculous trinkets that he would keep around the house that just delighted him, like an animatronic gopher from the movie Caddyshack that would dance and play the song I'm All Right by Kenny Loggins when you pressed a button. He kept it by the doorway of our house, and for years, when we heard that song, we knew he had come home.
But throughout everything, his passion for service and community still permeated in everything that he did, including with us. When I was very young, my dad started to take me door knocking, to campaign rallies, to protests, and neighborhood watch meetings. He showed me what it was to work alongside others to get something done. Nothing was too small or too big for him. From stuffing envelopes to speaking on stage, my dad was happy to do it all, often until late hours in the night. And he would always make sure we picked up some donuts for those meetings.
When I was in high school, he took me out with him every weekend to go and paint over graffiti or pick up trash in the streets. At age 15, waking up at 8 a.m. on a Saturday to go paint over graffiti was pretty much the last thing that I wanted to do. But he didn't give in to my complaints. He told me to get up, go put on an orange vest, take a paintbrush, work to beautify some of San Francisco's streets, and also there might be some burritos later. More recently, just last year, I was lucky enough to be visiting San Francisco when my dad invited me to come out to a quick event with him before we went out to dinner. As it turns out, that event was a celebration, a daycare in the Excelsior that provided spots for over 100 children. It had been in danger of losing its building due to rising rents, but it had just secured the ability to buy their own building thanks to years of work by a group of people that included my dad. My dad often texted my sister and me every time he was able to accomplish something that he was proud of, but this was one of those rare moments where I was able to see in person the outpouring of love and sheer gratitude of the people whose lives he had impacted with this help. There were no cameras, no reporters to take note, but people saw him and hugged him with tears in their eyes, and he hugged them back. It was absolute love for this city that kept him going.
He's done so much for us and for this city over the years, but we know that he would have still wanted to do so much more. And so we've set up a charitable fund in his memory at the San Francisco Foundation, the Edwin M. Lee Community Fund. We hope to use it to fund causes that were important to him and to us: addressing homelessness, fighting discrimination, protecting immigrants, protecting the environment, and increasing affordability for San Franciscans. Thank you so much again for your love and support. We will carry his memory with us for the rest of our lives, and we hope that his spirit of selflessness, humor, and dedication will continue on through all of us here. Thank you.